Good morning, loves. Good morning. Hello, how are you guys? I hope you guys are doing good. Today we're going to be talking about a little goodness. So I'm in the book of God's Treasury of Virtues, and it has a collection of stories, quotes, hymns, scriptures, and poems. And I like to go back and refer to this book every once in a while. It kind of inspires me, and I hope it'll do the same for you. So the scripture today is a merry heart does good like medicine. Proverbs 17:22 in the New King James Version. So we're going to read this little reading here today. And it goes like this. While we have talked at length throughout this volume about virtues being moral goodness, according to biblical standards, the goodness listed as part of the fruit of the Holy Spirit in Galatians 5:22 through 23 is a very specific goodness. The Greek word is, I probably won't say it right, aganthosone, something like that. It is characterized that is energized to display an active goodness. This goodness that does good towards others and in relationships to others. Goodness requires both courage and restraint. It is an intentional act, and ultimately, it is our strength of character. The truly good person does whatever is necessary to right a wrong. But goodness must be tempered with kindness. Jesus alone is our example. Jesus moved in kindness towards people. But when confronted with evil, he responded with goodness. His words and actions were always intended to move evil doers towards God by conviction, not away from him through harmful condemnation. So that is what Scripture is talking about today. It had cited two different scriptures today, Proverbs 17:22 and Galatians 5:22 through 23. So that is a great word of the Lord today. And then another little book that I have here, it's just a Christian kind of a religion, doctrine, and practices, and it is a Catholic book, and it talks about religious and sisterhood. And I thought this might be a nice little paragraph to read to you for just kind of inspiration and remembrance of how we can go about our life in sisterhood, right? We can befriend people. We can reach out to others. We can give to others. We can do things for others. And sometimes when you get to our age, sometimes all it takes is a little bit of effort and a simple phone call or a text message, or to befriend them, or to say something to them through Facebook messages. Hi, how is your day? I haven't talked to you in a long time. Just that little bit of letting someone know that you're there is an act of kindness, goodness. And it also can help you to feel good about yourself, and also to to get acquainted with other people, and to keep the community of faith alive, right? The Christian faith alive. So this is in this Christian doctrine or whatever. It is religious doctrine and practices, and it is page 31, and it's 32 under the Christian ideal. And it says, religious sisterhoods. While women cannot aim at the priesthood, they can become nuns or sisters and do a wonderful work for God in training the young, caring for the sick and unfortunate, and in many other ways. Religious women are accomplishing a real apostolate in our midst, and while they cannot administer the sacraments except baptism in an emergency, they certainly share in the mission of saving souls. A girl or young woman who wishes to give herself to God and spread his kingdom on earth can do no better than to join a religious community. So, just like I was saying, you could reach out to some of your sisters. You can reach out to, and I mean sisters as in womanhood, like in just your friends or acquaintances. Maybe you want to eventually befriend them. So it's just a great way to for Christian women to kind of come together and to let each other know that we're there for you, right? We are there for you. We're there for you if you get sick. We're there for you if you just need some uplifting, We're there for you if you feel lonely. We're there for you if you, need a favor or what have you. And it's just nice to offer and to spread that kindness, throughout your life, and to be able to, make other women feel whole, and at the same time, it makes you feel more godlike, right? More godly, because you are doing the things that the Bible is asking you to do. You are being good to other people. You are offering your kindness in a good way. And so I think that is a wonderful way. I woke up this morning and thinking about goodness and kindness and all of that. And I just really kind of dove into it a little bit today, through the readings and stuff, and in through my journaling today. When I wrote my gratitude, I always write 3 things that I'm grateful for. So I wrote in my gratitude journal today, and about the goodness, about how we can, become more for ourselves. We can, we can be good to other people, and that goes a long way. So tomorrow we're going to be doing a video on salting our house. So you'll have to come back and check out our video on salting our house. There's a lot of religious practice that needs to take place there, and we are going to buy some new salt. You have to have new salt that you purchase. And we're going to be doing that. So now I want to go on to a couple other things that I really need to get done today. So I'm just going to kind of roll the film for you guys and chat while I do my work. But we made that ginger water the other day, and we kept adding sugar to it. So yesterday I added sugar to it. Yesterday was its 3rd day. Now, if I used regular sugar, I think it would have more fizz. But I didn't use regular sugar the whole time. I only used regular sugar one time. I think one time. And can't remember if it was twice or one time. I think it was one time. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and strain that off and try to fill our 2 bottles. And I'm not going to be canning it or setting it aside to ferment. I'm going to be putting it straight into the refrigerator. So it's a different process than just trying to keep it long term. I'm going to only be keeping it short term because I'm going to drink it this week. So it is a ginger water, and it's made with sugar and water and ginger, and we're going to strain that. So I'm going to bring that over here. I'm just going to hold the film here, and I'm going to bring it over here. We're going to strain that off and see if we can get it into the bottles. So that's what we're going to do. So we have our 2 bottles, and these are just bottles that we emptied. Well, this one was a Italian mineral water. This one was a Pinot Grigio that we washed out, a bottle, and then they're just going to be going into the fridge. So we don't have to put them through the sterilization because they're just going to go in the fridge anyways. So, and this stuff is leaking a little bit, so it has fizz. It's leaking. I had a tray underneath it, but some of it got on my counter now. I'll have to wipe that down. And ginger is supposed to really be good for you. So we're going to have some of that. I'm going to wipe off this little bit of, it gets sticky because it's got sugar in it. So you want to keep it cleaned up because, you don't want a bunch of stickiness around the house, right? And okay, so we're just going to go ahead and go. I washed this out already, so we're just going to I'm going to do this one because this is the one that's leaking so bad. Do this one first, if I can hold on to it. So we got that one. And then let's do this one. Oh, it smells wonderful. Smells delicious. Now it's darker because I used a natural, I used a coconut sugar. So it is a little bit on the dark side because of that. And now if I would have used only white sugar, it would be much clearer. So then we're just going to pour this into the jar. And I don't know if I have enough jar space, but we're just going to fill up what we have. And there's a little bit of muck in the bottom of there, so we're not going to use that part. Then we're going to rinse this back out. And then this one. And I probably should have a little bit of a smaller hole strainer. That might have helped. But let's see if we can hold on to this jar and hold this at the same time. Oop. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. All right. Leaking a little bit. Almost. Now, if I would have used regular sugar all 3 days, I think it would have had a lot more fizz. But since we didn't, it doesn't have that much fizz. It does have, well, let me shake it a little bit. It does have some fizz. Maybe I can pour this one. We're going to come all the way up to the top. Once this gets cold, I think it'll be a lot better. So we do have a little lid for this one. Now, the other bottle, I did wash it, but I just want to make sure it doesn't smell like anything. Looks amazing in this wine bottle. It's a little bit of junk going in. All right, we'll stop there. A little bit of junk going in. It is very sticky, so you probably don't want to drink a whole lot at one time. Now, I thought I put a where did I put that? Here it is. A little cork to hold that. We should kind of taste it, though. Let's taste it. I want to see. A beautiful color, though, isn't it? Oh, it smells wonderful. It's not real sweet. It's more gingery. That is delicious. Oh, I will for sure be using this. I will for sure be drinking this all week. And even if you want to take something like this and you want to mix it with something else, I think this would be delicious with like a Diet 7-Up. You know, use half. I love making concoctions, I'll tell you. I always pretend that I'm having a highball. And I love making concoctions of stuff. So this with like a little Diet 7-Up or Diet Sprite, and put this in there, you have the fizz, and then you have this. I think it'll be delicious. So I'm going to put this in the fridge now, and I'm going to clean up our mess, and then we have to move on. So, oh, I think it's amazing. I really do like it. So for tonight, we're going to be making a salad. So I'm trying to gather up some things here. What we may use for salad. We might even have a little, we'll probably cut over here, so I'll probably move the video over to here. Let's see what we have. We have some romaine lettuce that needs to be used up, so we'll use 2 different lettuces. We'll have that. We'll need an onion. I love red onion in my salad, so we'll have a red onion. I hope it's going to be gorgeous one. Looks pretty good. So we'll clean that. So we'll move over here. We also have to strain off our rice water. So for plants, that's for plants. So we're going to clean up this mess, and then we're going to move on. Stickiness out of it. Now, if I knew what to do with this afterwards, I'd do it, but I don't know exactly what we could do with that. I'm just going to kind of rinse off the stickiness and then get rid of that, all this sticky. And then I'll come back and do these when I end the video. I hate having dishes in my sink when my husband comes home from work. I always try to keep it empty, at least clean. Maybe not always empty, but at least they're all clean. We're gonna get rid of this. Oh, that was delicious. Oh my gosh. I am so thrilled I made this. Talk about good. Now, if you want to use regular sugar, you go right ahead. Use regular sugar. You're going to get that nice clear, juice, and not the brown like I got. Let me throw this away. Rinse this out. Get that stickiness a little bit out of here. Yeah, at least underwater, right? Okay, you guys, we're gonna move over to the preparation station. I like to cut my vegetables over on the wood top. I did cut my finger this morning, so I'm going to be putting on a rubber glove on my one hand. And then I can, right in the knuckle too, right in the knuckle. So, it's going to take a while to heal that. And then let me wash my hands with this glove too, so it's, sanitized real good. Okay. We have a clean towel here. Okay, so come on over, and then we're going to come back over to this area, and I have a little dresser in my kitchen. I was thinking about painting it black because it's underneath my cabinet, and I wanted it to blend in with the cabinet, so I might get out some black paint one of these days and paint it. But anyway, it has all of my healthier foods in there. Some not so healthy, but my stash. And I'm going to just clean it because some of the flour dumped out into the drawers. It's just a mess. We're going to clean it out. We're going to throw away what's not good. And you're going to learn a lot just from what some of those products are. And so I'm going to move you over here now to the, over here to where we're going to cook. Where we're going to cut. Sorry. Wish I had a light over here, but I don't. And then I'll probably be going back and forth because I'll have to wash some of this stuff off. So let's just see what we have here. I'm going to start off with this lettuce because this one is the oldest one, and I don't know how good it is. So let's just take a look. And let's get rid of what doesn't look good. Some of the main leaves on top. And then the rest looks pretty good. So that looks pretty good. Let's see what this one looks like. We don't need both, but I just want to clean it up before I put it back in the fridge so I know what I have. So this one is still good. And then we'll use this other one. All right, so we're going to be washing that one, the romaine lettuce. I can have romaine lettuce and I can have iceberg lettuce. I cannot have the mixed lettuces that all the restaurants want to give you, all this mixed lettuce. And then we just need a little carrot. We're just going to do a little carrot on our salad, kind of shave it a little bit. Not a whole lot, but just kind of give it a little color. You want to eat your stuff that's kind of like, that broke, in rainbow colors, and that's what's really healthy. So I'm going to put this away and this away. We'll take out a few radishes that need washed. 2, how about 4? I love radishes. I love radish sandwiches. We'll put this back. And then we'll see how our iceberg lettuce looks. And it's new, so it should be okay. So, where's my other knife? Let me get it. Yeah. We'll have to find a bowl. And I'm just going to make a big salad instead of an individual salad, because when I have salad on hand, I go to it for breakfast or for whatever meal. So we're going to go ahead and make a nice big salad. This is not going to come out good anyway. So let's just clean this up. Got tape on me. This glove is so big. All right, we're going to take off the first leaf here. And we get to the clean, good stuff at the bottom there. Take off that very first leaf. There. So then we're going to wash that. We are going to wash our onion. We'll wash all of this at the same time. All right, get rid of all of this. We're gonna wash all of that. We're gonna wash some baby tomato, cherry tomato. Get rid of this. All right, let's get this over to the sink, and then we'll bring it back for the board. Yeah, these radishes, I really need to get them used up because they're starting to grow. They're starting to get old, you know. They start to grow and do things you don't want them to do. Our lettuce, and I want to get down into some of those leaves. You can get some, and you want to wash your vegetables with cold water, not hot, like, you know, cold water. Let that drain out a little, and then our iceberg, nice, nice, nice. Wonderful. So we have our tray, there, and then we're going to do a few of these. Tomato. I love cherry tomato. They're so sweet. I put them on everything. So just a few for a little color and a little sweetness. My fridge needs cleaned out too. Maybe we'll go through that. Okay, now I'm going to make sure my board is clean and find a bowl. We need a bowl. A nice big one. A nice big salad bowl. Okay. And then we have our recycle clippings or whatever. We're going to be adding to that. Our waste. Okay, so we're going to go ahead with the lettuce. And we have worms that we can feed with this clippings, you know, with the waste. And we also have a garden to put it in with some plants. Offers a little bit of nutrition. So we have that. Lettuce. And then this one, lettuce, iceberg, kind of cut it. Ooh, and it doesn't look good on inside. Now the outside looks amazing. Isn't that something? So we're gonna cut off or sort out the good. You just never know what you're gonna get, right? We'll sort out the good, and it has one or two leaves that are not so good. I can put that in the compost pile. There's nothing worse than getting a salad and it's all marred up, right? So we salvaged some. We have all good here now. All right. I don't know about you guys, but I like smaller pieces of lettuce. I hate going to restaurants or whatever and you have these big huge pieces of lettuce and you're talking to whoever you brought with you and you're trying to eat this lettuce and it's like big gigantic pieces and you can hardly fit it into your mouth and it takes up your whole mouth and you can hardly even get it in your mouth and it's like ridiculous to eat. I can't stand that. It's a pet peeve of mine. One pet peeve of mine. All right, let's see how much of this we can rip off of here. All right, we have another. And there's a couple layers of no goods, right? What a shame. You just never know. You know, you just... All right, we have goodness here. We have all good pieces here. Wonderful. Alright, so with the two of those together, I think that's plenty of salad. lettuce anyway. Plenty of lettuce. And then this darn thing, I'm just gonna throw the rest away. I'm just gonna, it's not looking good. Why keep something like that? Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and do our little radishes, and I like to cut off the ends, and then I also take some of the skin off. Not all of it, but just kind of make it a little striped like that. You guys are so far away. Well, come on over. What the heck? Come on up. Come on up. Can't leave my lovely people behind. And then just take off whatever looks a little, you know, sometimes you got little dirty spots. And just take those off. Make it look nice and healthy. Something you want to eat, right? That's good. You know, the cherry tomatoes are easy. Then you just cut those in half, right? And you can make all kinds of different salad dressings. Now, what I do is sometimes we love the Italian salad dressing. I don't know if I have one in stock or not. Let me see. And we love that. And what I do is I put it in a different little jar. And then I'll add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil to it to reduce the sodium. Or I'll add avocado oil. Either one is really good. So I'll do that. Let's see if I have one. I'll show you which one we really like. Might be about, we have two of them. Here's one that hasn't been opened yet. But this Kraft one, this Italian zingy, we really like this one. But it's a little bit high in sodium and sugar. So what we do, yeah, 290 milligrams, 290 milligrams and 2 grams of sugar, which the sugar isn't so bad, but still. So we'll take this and we will put it in another little container. I'll leave it out. Maybe we'll use it. We'll do it here. And then here's the other one that's just a little bit. So we'll start with that one. We'll dilute it. So we'll have it for tonight because my husband and I both love it. Let me rinse my hands again because I'm touching the fridge and all this stuff and don't want it in our food. I try to stay very sanitized. Okay, then we're just going to cut these little radishes in just little slices. And it's going to offer a little color to the salad. And you just put those in around the salad bowl there. Nice. What we do. Now, we ate terrible all weekend long. So I told my husband the rest of this week we're on salads. He said, that's fine with me. So we're on salads all week this week. So we do have another little bit of romaine lettuce that we could make for, this will probably last us for tomorrow too. And then we'll probably make a piece of fish or something with it. And then I do have a little spinach. And maybe I can make some sort of a little warm salad too. The sun is coming out nice now. It was really cold when I woke up. So we're going to go ahead and cut. Let me get my little peeler for that. This is just real life stuff, you guys. This isn't like videos that are all like beautified with very... you know, you have everything measured out for you and everything's perfect and beautiful and all that. This is just real life living. Sorry, you guys. It just really is. And so we're going to get rid of some of this. And I'll see what my husband wants to take to his worms. And then the rest of this will go out to the garden. So I did take all of my, I had a whole bunch of bananas. I think I had 5 bananas, and they were getting old, so I put those in the freezer, peeled them, put them in the freezer for banana ice cream. I did have one in my smoothie this morning. They're great for smoothies too. So I did have one in my smoothie this morning. And but banana peels I put in my roses. So I went out and dug, I have 3 roses, I think 3 rose bushes. And I went out and I buried banana peel next to my roses. Hopefully they'll do a little better than they did last year. They did okay, but they could do a lot better. Oops. Oops. Kind of going everywhere. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. I'm not going to throw the hard part in, just like that. Okay, so we have some little carrots. It's looking wonderful so far, isn't it? Really is. Okay, and now we're going to do a little onion. And just cut it very thin. I like things cut really thin. In Switzerland, you get salads and different things in Switzerland, and I can tell you that they cut everything with precision. It's like they cut things so fine, and all of their salads are made with just the utmost care. It's just amazing the way they make salads compared to the United States. Like I was talking about, you go to a restaurant and you got the salad lettuce is so big you can hardly fit it in your mouth. Everything is done in a fast motion that they can care less about how it affects the public. They just do it quick, you know, to make $1. And in Switzerland, they do it like very nice. It's like everything is done with real intention. And there's a big difference. When you eat the food there, it's like done with intention and you enjoy it more. So we have a little bit of very small onion. Ooh, got that little bit of purple on there with orange. Now it's really looking like something. Okay, and then we're going to just cut our cherry tomatoes in half. I've already washed them, you know, in half. Yeah, we had my grandson's first birthday party, so we had cake and we had ice cream and, you know, all this stuff. So now we have to back off for the week, right? We have to really watch it. We've been so busy. We've had orders and we've been so busy. Okay, I'm going to get some paper to wrap the rest of the onion. I'm going to put the lid on here because it's kind of getting stinky. And we'll deal with that tonight. And then we're going to do our salad dressing. I'm going to get a little container for that. See if I can find a little jar. Let's see what we got. Need a little jar with a little lid. I don't want to put it in one of my milk ones. We'll use the salad dressing one. I'll wash this off. We'll use the salad dressing one. It has the little lid. It's cute. We'll rinse it. Perfect. And we need a paper. I use these wax papers all the time to wrap my vegetables because I don't like using plastic. I'm allergic to some plastics, so I use these little, you get them from Gordon's, these little paper sheets. I wrap a lot of my cut stuff in that. And then let's see what we have for rosemary. This might be getting bad. Yeah, it has some, it's not good. It's not good. It's not fresh anymore. We're not going to use it. Okay, we're just going to sprinkle some regular rosemary on. Let me get this out of our way. It's full of water. Rosemary is really good for memory. So if you're having memory loss and you need some help with memory, rosemary is wonderful for that. I'm just going to wipe up some of the water where that tray was dripping. Okay, so we're just going to sprinkle a little rosemary on. Ooh, yummy, yummy. How's that going to be? I like quite a bit. Rosemary is wonderful. Okay, then let's do our, we'll wipe this up in a little bit. We're going to do our little salad dressing. So let's see what we can get out of here. I don't know if this thing turns or not. I don't think it does. So we're going to do whatever we can get out of there. And then whatever we can, this isn't, yeah, it's got the paper on. And then you get the benefits of olive oil. You know, if you're a snorer, if you have a tablespoon of olive oil before you go to bed, it will coat your throat and you won't be a big snorer. Here it comes. I should have shook it up. Okay, we're gonna go probably maybe that much. All right, and then we're going to fill the rest with extra virgin olive oil. Come on. Come on. Yeah, we want you to thin out. So then you get way less sodium. Now that's what we do. A lot of times I make my own salad dressing so I don't get any sodium at all. This is the lid that went on here. If we can get it to adhere. Something like that. I don't know if we can shake it. Shake it, baby, shake it. Shake it, baby, shake it. Shake it, baby, shake it. All the goodness is at the bottom. There it goes. Now it's shaking around. And you have to do it each time before you use it. You know, you have to shake it good. But there. So there you have a nice salad dressing that's way less sodium and sugar. So you really cut down the sodium and sugar. And that's how I eat. I slow it down. So I hope that helps you. I'm going to get some film for this salad. We're going to get some film for that. We're going to wash these. We're going to take this over and rinse it. And just tidy up a little bit. And then we'll see what else we need to do. Oh, that sunshine is coming out so nice. I'm thrilled with that. Get our board clean. Yeah, I have to clean my fridge too. But first we're going to do those drawers and see what else we need to do there. Okay, film, wrap. Clean. So we have our salad for tonight. And then I may make some tuna and put some tuna in the middle so we have a little bit of protein. Get rid of that. So we have a wonderful salad for tonight. We do have some things we need to get rid of. One is the rest of these vegetables we had the other day. Get rid of those right now. Gonna make a pile of dishes, that's for sure. But we Only want good stuff. Get that down in there. Give it a little rinse. And then we have some noodles left over that are no goods. Oh, and I had some of my broth that I made the other day. I warmed it up and I had some broth, chicken broth. Oh, did it taste delicious? And it saved me from having an extra meal. It was very filling. So I have those that I can choose that kind of helps you to cut calories as well and have a whole another meal. You can kind of cut it a little bit that way. So it helps. Okay, wonderful. At least I got rid of that. And then I need to come back through and get rid of some other, ooh, what's this? Some other, it looks like my blueberries are good, my blackberries are good, but my strawberries went bad. So we'll get rid of those. And I think we have everything is good now. This little bit of milk was yesterday. We're gonna get rid of that. We already have some fresh goat's milk made. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the fridge, our salad dressing for tonight. So those two go together, and then put these dressings back away. There. And then put this away and the rosemary away. We do need to strain that. That's good. Let's do that since we're on this side of the room. We are going to strain that rice water. It's been 3 days. So we find a little strainer. Where's mine? I don't want to use this big one. Here's this one. This one, I bought a new one, but I haven't even gotten it out of the package yet. But it is kind of a little bit kaput, but we're going to use it. And we're going to strain that off into, what can we strain it off into? How about a jug, a pitcher? We can strain the rice water off into this pitcher, I hope. I don't know if I can hold it and do it at the same time because of this. I may have to dip it out of here. I don't know. Phew. It smells a little, I'm going to get a little thing to dip it. But they say that your plants will love it. Especially, what do they say? What's the name of that plant? No, I can't think of the name of that plant. I can't think of the name of it. I'll show it to you. Mine doesn't look so good. So I'm hoping I can cure it a little bit. So we'll bring it up here. Let me get rid of this too out of here. Over there. Orchid. Look at our poor orchid. See? It's looking so bad. We're going to take off these yellow leaves. There's something down in there. What is that? Just a leaf. Oops, making a mess. Okay, now it seems really dry, so we cleaned it up a little bit. We're going to give it some rice water, and we're going to see if we can get this thing to come back a little better. See, it has some little, it had some little buds going up here, and then all of a sudden they dried up, so it's really in bad shape. Don't want to give too much, but hopefully if we set it over here. Another thing we need to do is this thing, oh lordy, is about done for. Let's set it there. Maybe a little, don't like all those tags showing, but okay, maybe that will do good. And then this thing is about kaput. It's about done. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off if I can get it off. Take this plastic off. That's the only thing that was kind of holding it. So look at the nice roots though. Isn't that amazing? So we're just going to go ahead and cut it off. It's done. It's completely done for. We're going to go ahead and cut it off and then plant it outside. It's over. This little extension here, we'll cut that too. Maybe it'll get a little stronger. And then, let me get something to set this on. Let me get a paper towel. Let's see. So we have that, and we're going to put that in the outside in the dirt, and then if we can get this and put that with it so we know what it is. We're going to change this and clean this glass. Hope this thing will come off or not. There, we got that. Get rid of this. All of this mess. Paper towel. Wipe off my scissors. And this. There for now. And we're going to wash this, and then we're going to plant. Where are they? A couple of these and see if these we can get these to start growing. Wash this out. Get a little water, kind of cool, a little bit on the warm side. We'll bring this all the way up to the top, and then we'll see how we can trap these bulbs in. Aluminum. That's what we're going to plant. See if we can get a couple of these to grow. Don't know. They look good. Get them to float on top. Oh, look at this one's green. It's starting. Get rid of that dirty part. Can show. Don't know this one. I don't know if we can do 3. Let's see. We can do 3. Barely, but we're gonna try it. We got 3, and then we got 3 more. Let me see what I can use for the other 3. It needs a wider mouth. We find something with a wider mouth. Something like this. We have one there. This one's bad. This one was trying at one time to get going, but it looks bad. I don't know. Maybe we can get it going. It needs to turn over. It's top heavy. It doesn't want to turn over. All right, we're going to leave these, and we're going to see. I'll have to put something underneath them. But we do have these 2 in here. They can hold each other up. And we have the bulb to get rid of, and then I will keep this down here with, so I know what they are. And then outside we're going to be planting these purple potatoes, seed potatoes. They are already sprouting. They're ready to be outside. So we'll have to do those soon. Get rid of this junk here. We'll finish with our rice water. I just don't know what else to put it in. Let's see if we could do some more. I can put it back in this container because it has the nice lid. And then you just put it in a spot where you can remember to water your plants. This is just for watering plants. What else can I use? What else? Something with a bigger spout. We have quite a bit. Oof. Bigger spout. Use this mold. And we can dump it back in. That's ready to be poured back in. And this recipe, it helps you to, it's just water and rice, and you just let it soak for 3 days. And it's supposed to help your flowers bloom. So if you have some blooming flowers, if you have some African violets or orchids or, you know, things that bloom, this can possibly help your plants. And I'm just, you know, learning this myself, so I like to try new things and just see if we have any luck. And we are at the top of our bowl. So I'm going to just stop right there. We're going to get rid of the rice. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Throw this rice right in the junk. Okay. Trying to get majority of this out because I don't want it clogging up my sink. And it stinks. Okay. Now, rinse it. thing is a little bit different to work with the lid on here. Trying you guys, trying to get back over there. Get all this rice out of here. I think that's pretty good. Whew. All righty. All right. The outside. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and put our rice water back in. And I'll set this down by my sliding glass door so I'll know it's not for edible purposes. It's for the plants. Always when you're making something, try to label as much as possible. Empty that. And then we have our water here. And I suppose you could put it on outdoor plants as well. If you have flowering outdoor plants, sure, why not? You can put it on there. Now I made myself a load of dishes. So, you guys won't mind looking at them when I bring you over here to our next project. Okay. I'm going to put the lid back on. Let's see if I can get a little sort of a label on here. Get rid of all of this stinky stuff. Whew, it sat there for 3 days. That's what it was supposed to sit there for 3 days, but ooh, that rice really made it stinky. Okay. Let's see if we have any labels here. I don't know. I may be all out over here. I usually have some in this corner. Looks like I'm out. Yeah, it looks like I am out. And if I have just a little piece of paper. I'll write on here and tape it. That'll be sufficient enough. Hard to work with this glove on. Just tuck that back in there. So we'll just tape it. And your jar has to be dry on top. Right like that. And see, this side wasn't dry. Doesn't want to stick. All right, maybe it will. Just put a piece at the top. Maybe I can hold it there till it dries and then it'll stick maybe. Okay, then we need a pin. Let's see. I'm just going to write rice water for plants. Rice water for plants. For blooms, really. For blooms, to get it to bloom. Okay, and then I'm going to get it off my counter then. I'm going to put it down here by my back door here. Let's see. I have a little ledge here. A couple of potted plants that are in bad shape. I put by my back door, and then it reminds me to try to see what I can do for them. If I can repot them or what I can do. Okay, we'll get rid of this, and we're going to move on. This thing I'm going to put by my back door as well. It is going out to the garden. It's going to have to get potted. So I'm going to just put it, when I go walk tonight, I'm going to plant this thing. Okay. So that can sit there. All right, and we have our 3 little bulbs here. Getting a little sunshine. And we have this corner cleaned up pretty good. We're going to move on to the cleaning portion of this video. And we're going to see what we can do to something like that. I'm going to put you on this chair. Don't mind my husband's mail mess. The guy has no time whatsoever. So we're going to be cleaning right here. This jug has to go for water. That's what that is. And then my husband's mess, so don't mind his mess. So, and then these are the books that we read through this morning. And then I did find some little paper. I don't like that plastic stuff that you use to put in your drawers. So I found this wrapping paper. We're going to use that in my drawers. So we will need a little scissor for that. We're going to have to wash out the drawers. So we're going to need a little cleaning rag. Let's see what we got for cleaning rags. We got this one. This would be good. So we're going to clean. I'm going to wet this rag. It is clean. It doesn't look clean, but it is clean. And we're going to use some mint. I have a little bit of mint water. Smells so good. We're going to spray it with mint water. That keeps the mice, and it keeps the, if there's any kind of a ant or roach or anything like that, it'll keep that away. I'm going to find myself a little stool because it's kind of back-breaking. And I never, you just don't know what I'm going to pull out of some of these drawers. But we're going to do our best to clean them and organize. And we will need a garbage because some of this stuff is going. Let me see how my garbage is here. It's getting full. All right. Put it back here. You guys don't want to look at a garbage can. But if I have it handy behind me. All right, we have tuna, which has the date used by 28, so that's still good. We have Enjoy Life Freedom, free from 14 allergens, 100% real chocolate morsels, 69% cacao. We're keeping those. And we have these peanuts. We just bought those. Those are good. We have chia seeds. And these are good until November. We have a little clip goes in here. And then we have these chips, which are March 31st. We're going to get rid of those. A couple little candies. We're getting rid of those. We have this strawberry powder. We're going to keep that. And then these May. We're getting rid of them though. They're already open. We're going to get rid of that stuff. Some gum. some gelatin, and then this old paper is gone. And then we can spray. La 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 la. We want all goodness, all good things, right? Yeah. All goodness, all good things. Clean it up. The hardest part is getting any particles out and get them right into your garbage can. Anything. Yeah, I just kind of go crazy. Get that mint oil all over the place. Okay, we're gonna let that one dry. We have a new chocolate. We have a new chocolate in town. We'll be sitting over here. We have almonds, and I think these were half stale. I used them last time. They were stale. Tuna. 26. These are still good. Cough drops. April. No good. So pumpkin seeds we had forever, and we never ate them, and they are gone. No good. We have a brand new maple syrup, 100% maple syrup. And look, it's leaking a little. Dripped. We might have used it once, and now we didn't get back to it and clean it up nice. Sometimes that happens. We get busy making video, and we don't get our things cleaned like they should. Being able to clean things in your home, get rid of clutter, is such a good Christian way of life. You know, and you have things like this that draws mice, and it draws things. So we want everything clean. And if there's a, this came from Vermont. There, we got it. All right, we got it. That's good. We just bought that not too long ago. Dandelion caramel nut made with organic herbs. Dandelion blend coffee. Is this a coffee or a tea? Is there a expiration? 26. So this is still good. It's still sealed. Herbal tea. So that's still good. Sugar-free candy? No good. No good. Now this leaked in here, so we can get that out of here. And this is, what is this? 100% organic rye. 5 pounds of organic rye. You will be getting 100% organic product. So we can mill some of this, and yeah, we really should have this in a jar. So that's good. Let me get rid of this paper. And we're gonna spray our heart out. Can you guys see okay? Can you see? Let me pull you up a little bit. There. There we go. Gotcha now. I like to keep my stuff a little bit separate from the pantry because this is my go-to stuff, a lot of this. And that way I have it here in the kitchen and I don't have to go searching. Okay, let's try to get some paper in these 2 drawers. This one should be dry by now. So if we go here, doesn't have to be perfect, but then when you go and get in, when I go and get in here, it's like a little springtime, a little summer. It's like nice, right? Where's my mark? There it is. Okay. How nice. That makes it so nice. Get in there and it's so nice. We're going to put some of this stuff back in here. We have to lay that down. It won't close. And then we'll do the tea, gelatin and the jellos. We could do that here. Ooh, is this leaking out? Let me see, what's the date on this one? November. We got those two. We have the gum. We have the tuna. And then we'll put the cocoa chocolate behind there. Tuna, so we'll put tuna with this tuna. And then these other two things I'm not sure about. We'll wait on those. Let's do our other drawer. Right there. All right. Put that on the line. Like that. We'll get that down in there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, and then we'll put these chia seeds. We'll put these nuts. And then this was dried strawberry. We can put that in here as well. And we're gonna see what we're gonna do with that. Now, here comes the problems. All right, we have a coconut oil, which is good. We have cacao powder, which is good. And you can take the cacao powder from here and dump it into there. You can get rid of this bag. It helps fill that up. Gone. See, all these little things just need done, you know? And then we have almond powder, powdered almond powder. We have Thrivemark Organic garbanzo beans, sorry. And let's see if there's a date. Has a recipe. Looks like it was here, but it's not printed complete. Not printed completely, so I'm going to save that. We have coconut flour. We have a new matcha. This is a new one because we have another one up here. We have that coconut sugar that we used in our drink. These shouldn't be in here. Look at that. Iced oatmeal cookies. Naughty, naughty, naughty. My downfall. Naughties, naughties, naughties. There's just a few left. We're gonna put that in my husband's stash. Where'd it go? We have 2 coconut flours. Shredded coconut, sorry. And then we have this one. This is salted whole cashews, which we can rinse off and then re-dry. That's what I like to do. Thrivemark Organic Sprout Quinoa. So we have that. And then we have flaxseed meal. Let's see, what's the date on this? This really should be in a jar. Make sure it looks good. Looks good to me. You know, some of this natural stuff you have to really be careful with because it goes bad so fast. A little tiny bit of M&M, all gone. The package is still in there. They're all over the drawer. So then we have this Skinny Dip Pumpkin Spiced Almonds. No good. These are no good. No good. These may still be good. What's the date on this one? Because I bought both of those at the same time. This is July of 24. So these two are no good. So we're going to get rid of those. We have a nice organic cornstarch. That doesn't go bad too often, does it? 4 of 24. Yeah, it's bad. No good. This one is a little sugar-free vanilla. I like to make this my frosting for, I mix it with yogurt and bake it on my breakfast brownies. But let's see what the date is on here. This is 26, still good. And we have a little clip that goes in this drawer. And then we have chicken broth. Looky there, we have a chicken broth. 20, March of 25. This needs to be reused. March of 25. All right, let's see if we can get this bad piece of paper out of here. The flour leaked all over. M&Ms fell out. Terrible, terrible, terrible. We're gonna make it all brand new. We're gonna make it all nice and good. Our little mint oil is going to help us to make it smell good and nice and clean. I've been meaning to do this for like 2 months, and I always get sidetracked for other projects and basic housework, and I don't get to my needed drawer that needs attention, right? So I'm sure you guys can relate. It's just normal stuff. Yeah. We have that. Very nice. All right, and then we need paper for this. Maybe we could fit one across. Would go almost. I'm just going to kind of go with it. It's okay if it's a little long and it folds up the sides. I actually like that because then when you go to take the crumbs out of the next time and clean it the next time, then you get the crumbs really incorporated in your paper. I'm going to try to make a line again. Over here. Something like that. Kind of a line. Alright. Just going to put a smile on my face every time I open this drawer. It's going to be like, oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. This paper's so cute. I didn't cut it too short. What else is in here? I think that's good. Come on, corner. Cooperate. There, and then we can take it out. You know, I don't like those plastic liners. You know, they get sticky after a while. Your stuff sticks to them, and they just feel really gross to me. So we're not using those. So we're going to go ahead and put our coconut in. I thought I had 3 bags of this. Maybe the other one's at the bottom. We're going to go ahead and put our flour in for now. We may have another flour like this at the bottom. We're going to do our sugar, our quinoa. So make sure your things are closed. Okay. And you can stand these up too and fold them down, however you want to do it. And then let's see what we got. What else we got? We got a bag drawer here at the bottom. So we can take some of these, like this hemp parts. We can take that. Get the air out of the packaging. I use these a lot. These are 25. Use those. What else is good? Premium yeast flakes. It hasn't even been opened yet. This is nutritional yeast. Those are good. See, I told you I had another coconut flour. We can mix the two of those together. We have a new almond flour. Put that in here. We have some chews. Those are hard as a rock. We have some granola, which is almost gone, but it is newer. Put that back here. Another coconut flour, yes. We had another coconut flour. This one is a little rice grain mixture. Good. Sugar-free. I think these are still good. Let's see what date. No, these are old 23s. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. Put these two maple syrups together. These were cashews. I think these are still good. These are some that had salt on them, and then I rinsed them off and re-dried them. So those are good. I think these are still good. They're sugar-free. Sometimes you want something just a little sweetness. This is February. No, those are, I just bought those, but they're like old dates. This one, Worthington's, never been opened. Sugar-free caramel. This one is 31. That's still good. This is a collagen peptides. That's still good. These are peanuts. These are still good. These almonds, they go bad so fast. Let's see what the date is. These are unsalted almonds. These are 24, no good. Almonds go stale so fast. I hardly ever buy them because they go stale so fast. These are no good. This is brown rice. Brown rice. And let's see what's the date. See, no date. Oh, here. October 24. We're going to get rid of it. We don't want to keep stuff like that. These are hard candies, 24. Another peptide, collagen. These are 26. Those are still good. We do have a mustard, organic mustard from Thrive Market. This is good until 23, but we're going to keep that. I think that's still good. There's tons of preservatives in that probably. This should still be good. This one is 31. We'll keep that. This is quinoa. Never been opened. And has a life of 23, but I think it's still good. I think that one's still good. Some of them, they put the dates on there when they're good by, but if they have never been opened, you can still use stuff like that, as long as it's not buggy or anything. This is 23, get rid of that. This is made from chickpea flour, these nice rigatoni noodles, and it has a date of 12 of 25. Those are fairly new. Same thing with this one, the twirly ones. These have a 26. In this vanilla pudding, sugar-free. 25. Put it with this one. Get rid of these treats, these other things that are just scruffy. This is Crystal Light, Concord orange, never been opened. 25. We'll keep that one. And this is a coconut flower, good until 22, you're gone. All right, now we have a lot of sugar spilled in here and a lot of flour. We're gonna clean this all up. We're gonna spray it down nice and good and refresh. So nice. Oh, doesn't it feel good to have things cleaned up and nice? I just really appreciate it so much. And this smells so good. This mint water smells so good. I want to get the sides too. Clean all of this up. Summertime's coming, you know, you don't want to get ants. You have that sugar laying around, you're going to get ants. Things attract, all those different smells from flour and stuff can attract different insects, and I like having all my stuff in glass jars. All my flours and sugars and things like that. But for now, we're just going to put it back in here. We're going to need some paper. Oh, let's see here. Get ahead of myself. And you can use whatever paper you like. I like using paper because I don't like having plastics in my house. Me and plastics don't get along well. A line, something like that. There. And we have this all clean. That's amazing. Nice and clean. Get rid of clutter. Christian-like is to get rid of clutter, simplify your life, have everything nice and clean. Okay, we're going to put the mustard back in here. We're going to put the almond flour back in here. We're going to put the cocoa powder back in here. We're going to put this with this other one if we can, so the two are together. These peptide things I think we'll put in here. We have a little sugar-free candy, put that there, and then there's another sugar-free candy, we'll put that there. But you can learn so much by this. We're going to do the crystal light up here so we use it. Then we're going to do the noodles down here, put over here, quinoa over here. We're going to put that flour together. We need to use this up, so we're going to put this down here in the front. Coconut oil, good for a lot of things, especially your teeth and gums. This matcha, my one package, I've been drinking matcha quite a bit lately. I had black tea with mango this morning, but I've been having matcha, and it is so delicious. So we're going to put that up here so we can find it good. We're going to combine these two flours. They're the same thing, coconut flour, coconut flour. We're going to combine these two so we don't have all this junk and extra stuff. They both look delicious. So we'll just kind of put one bag inside the other bag and hope for the best. Hope for the best. All right. There you go. Simplified that and then made this one almost full. So we're gonna make sure that's shut So we have coconut flour. We have our flowers in here. Flour. We have these peanuts. Good catch, Karen. We have these peanuts. These are getting old. I don't know. They say 26. I'm getting rid of them. We'll use our little thing there. These other ones I know are okay. We'll rinse those off and get those to dry. And we'll take our paper back upstairs. And then we're going to put this in here for now. And hopefully we can use some of this and make some rye bread. That would be amazing. We can even plant some of this, I believe. I'll have to look it up, but I believe we can plant it. Yeah, cooking, planting, mushroom inoculation, and many other uses. It says that right on there. So we're going to keep that down here. And then we have it all cleaned up. We have everything. So it wasn't as bad as I thought, but now I can, of course, replenish my stock. I know what I need and things like that. And we're going to go ahead over here. I'm going to move you guys again. Let me move my stool back. I know this video might be getting pretty long, but we're going to move this trash can back. We're going to rinse off those nuts and we're going to call it a video. We're going to call it a into the video. I'd love to take you outside and plant that bulb. But let's see. All right, this has got to be washed and rinsed and washed. This we're going to put in my husband's stock, those cookies. Get rid of that. Okay, let me bring you up to the counter. And we're going to go ahead and rinse these nuts. So these are whole cashews, but they have the salt. They were all out of the regular ones. So we're going to rinse those and let them dry overnight and then put them in a container where they can hang out. Let me get a new fresh towel here to put them on. Get something longer, something pretty long. And I got a lot of brand new towels in there. I don't want brand new. How about this then? Got the little donuts. This is all clean. So we're gonna lay them up here, let them dry. And then we're gonna rinse these. So we're gonna rinse these off. Come on. Don't mind my few dishes here. I got some drying, I got some get all that salt off. I buy the unsalted, but they were all out when my husband went to go get them for me, and he brought these home. So what I've done before is just rinse them all off and re-dry them. And if you want to re-dry them real fast, you could probably put them in your oven. If you wanted to, but we're just going to do it this way that I did the last time, and it turned out wonderful. So I'm just going to kind of lay these along here. Okay. Yeah. And just spread them out a little. Spread them all out so they get air and they dry. And then you'll have a really yummy, nice snack that's not full of sodium. Okay? Perfect. So I'm just gonna tidy up a little bit, you guys. I'm gonna tidy up a little bit. I'm gonna get rid of this glove. For sure, throw this away. My little cut thumb, my little pointer finger got a little cut in the knuckle part. It wouldn't quit bleeding, so I put that on for that. But anyway, enough about me. So I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I hope that you guys are, it's springtime, so I hope you guys are starting to think about how you can really, clean your place. You can get better organic foods in your home, And you can always keep Christ in the center of your heart. Today, I also wrote a little prayer, and I taped it to my cabinet, because when we eat dinner at night, we always forget to pray over our meal. So I'll show it to you. So right here, and this is one of the Catholic little prayers, and it says, "The blessing before meals, bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts, which we are about to receive from thy bounty through Christ our Lord. Amen." So I made that little, can you see it? There you go. So I made that little prayer, and so I can remember, that me and my husband start saying the prayer together. And I always forget. So we're going to be doing that, and hopefully my kids will pick up on that and start doing that as well when they come to visit, right? So I think it's a just really great way to remember Christ over your food. So tomorrow, like I said earlier in the video, we are going to be salting our home. We are going to be doing a little Catholic, little Christian ritual, I guess you'll call it. Blessing. I shouldn't say ritual. It's a blessing. And a lot of times people say that it has something to do with witchcraft or something like that, but it doesn't when you do it the right way. So when you pray over your salt on your intention, then it is good for your home. It keeps away evil spirits. And I told you guys, I've been hearing some really crazy noises here. I've been seeing some really crazy things here. So we are going to go to every room and try to get rid of some of that. I don't think I'll take you through every room of my house, but you'll get the gist. And we will be making it together, and we will be praying over it together. And we will be putting it down on the inside and the foundation on the outside of our house. I might even take some salt out to our mailbox, out to the entryway of our home, and all of that. So yeah. So hopefully you'll join me tomorrow's video when we will be going over that. I think it's a really great way to purify our home, Christian-like, through Jesus Christ, and to have all good things come our way, and to protect us and to keep us healthy and all of that. And we may open the door, so if there is an evil spirit here, if there is something that is in lack, or in lag, I should say, that didn't cross over and it's hanging out here, that it will find its way to the Lord, and it will find its way to the light, and we'll open our window or door to let that out. And I think it's a wonderful way to, for me, one, to have a great feeling about my own home, to purify it, and to feel content and at peace in my own home. And I'm going to try to do it the best way I know how, and with all good intention, Christ-like, and under Jesus, and do it all in the right way, the best I know how, and with all good intention. And so that's why I have to go and buy new salt, because I did read up on it a little bit, and you have to have brand new salt. Don't use salt from your home that's been sitting there with whatever, whatever's going on at your home, that, it collects the energy, so you want to make sure that you have brand new salt with good intention. And so we're going to do that tomorrow. So I have to get to the store today. And so I will leave you, blessed women. I would leave you people to your own lives now. And I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. And you always remember Christ in everything you do. Okay? So I'm Karen. Nice to meet you. Nice to have you here. Please like and comment and subscribe. I'd love to have you around. So thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye, you guys.